So this is the backer beta. You can get into this if you go to BattleTechGame.com, I think it is, and it's $60 to get into the beta, and also secure you access to, you know, the actual game when it comes out later in the year, and all that good stuff if you want to. But right now, for the backer beta, there is no mech lab currently, so you can't go into like customization directly. All we can really do in the backer beta is, I think we have like 5 different maps. Yeah, we have 5 different maps. Thank you, Mano, for the wah. And then you can select this preset, like basically how much tonnage do you want in your battle. 20, 25, or 15. Actually, I guess it wouldn't be tonnage. It would be million, I guess, the cost. I'm used to deploying mechs based on their tonnage, not money. But anyway, each mech is broken down into how much money it costs. Here, again, I think it's money. And then you can also choose the pilots. Each pilot has its own special ability or passive ability, and they have their own stats, so there's still some depth to just the beta. And then you can go in here and select the different mechs, so we can do like a very light battle, and then I can just, I think I can just put like an Atlas in here. I think I can get rid of the others? Maybe you can't. Maybe I can't actually get rid of these. Anyway, we're just going to go with a preset one here. We'll go with this light cav build that just gets us under 15 mil, and we'll fight against the AI because there is no multiplayer currently. They said that that'll be coming later, and we'll give them a light support lance. 2 Locust, Trebuchet, and a Shadowhawk. I don't remember what all these things are equipped with. I don't know, but we're just going to go into it right now. We'll play the river crossing, so we can show off the game.
Mech warriors, prepare for combat.
But they do have the Atlas, they have, I think, the Orion, they have some big mechs in here. We'll get to them later. We're going to start with these very small ones first. So what do we got here? We got a Locust, which is going to be a very small mech. So our options here are going to be able to move, sprint action, as long as your legs are fine and you're not in a knockdown-ish state. I forget what they call it. But basically, as you get hit, this little yellow bar is going to fill up, and if it is filling up, you can't run. But sprinting is going to grant us evasion, which will give us a 50% to dodge all range attacks until our next turn. It's very powerful, especially for these lower armored mechs like this guy and this commando. So that's going to be kind of useful. And in the beginning of the game, you're going to have a move phase, but when you actually engage against another enemy lance, which is what they call a group of mechs, then we're going to an actual turn base, so you'll see that as well. So let's start with our little sprinter here. You can see how fast they can move because there's such a small mech, and then if we go to like a bigger mech, like Snowboat and the Shadowhawk, they can't move as far. But also, Shadowhawk apparently has jump jets, and jump jets are pretty cool. There are death from above attacks you can do, and hopefully I can show that off, which are pretty neat. The heavier the mech with the jump jets, the more damage it's going to do if you fall on somebody. You're going to notice these green tiles. That means you will get cover from the trees, which grants 25% damage reduction while inside them. So that's pretty neat. But we're just going to sprint all the way up here into this forest. And then this is our torso turning. Because in this game, all your weapons are in your arms, your torso, your chest, even your head sometimes. And it really does matter which way your torso is facing, because that's how you decide, you know, where you're going to be shooting. Also down here, you can also hover over every individual part of your mech and see exactly how much armor is there. So for every single piece, there is going to be outer armor and then structural armor underneath it. And when the structural armor gets blown through, like in the arm, then your arm's going to pop off and anything in that arm is gone. What you can also do is, in the tabletop game, you can actually target specific places. And you can target in here as long as you have an enemy knocked down on the ground, but if you don't, you can't actually individually target parts. But you used to be able to, like, target the torso, and if you blew the torso's armor and structural armor off, you automatically get the arm. So, like, there's a lot of cool shit, and it's a cool in-depth system. I'm glad they're bringing it back into the light. Let's just get this one over here. We're going to sprint. So again, we're going to get invasion. And next to our names, you can see this is going to be the cover stance. And if this was, I think, orange, it's guarded stance, which is like 50% damage reduction, but that's a special trait that pilots have. Do any of us have that? We do not. We do not have guarded stance. This guy can march a target, so he can target multiple people with one attack action. Angel of Death. Your jump distance is increased by 25%. You take 50% less damage when executing death from above attacks and do not become unsteady. So we actually want to do that death from above attack with the Shadowhawk. We're going to move her over here. So there is line of sight in this game, so she should be able to hide from the enemies, but they can see her on sensors if they get close enough. So they'll know that she's there, but as long as they don't see her, they can't target her.
Receiving you.
Unless they do a special ability called a sensor lock, which is something more kind of evolved. Then we'll move this guy up into cover.
On it.
And then the enemy turn, what will happen? So since we sprinted, we got evasive. Since we're in the forest, we got cover. So we got sensor lock. Are they going to come out into view? We know that that's a 50-ton unit, which is a pretty hefty mech. No, they did not come close enough. This is even heavier mech. There we go. There's a small one. Most likely a commando or a locust like what we have. Oh! Well. We almost saw it, but right now we do not have visuals, so we're going to need to move a unit up there. So what happens now is that it breaks down the turn order, I believe, into tonnage. So the heavier the mech is, the further behind they will be in the turn order. So you can see, like, right now these mechs are similar tonnage, so I can choose either of them right now. But if, like, each one of these, if this was like a 20 ton, a 30, 40, 50, then I would have to play them in that order. But since they're a similar tonnage, I can choose, then the enemy will choose, and then it goes back and forth from this point on. We're going to go with, what does my locust have? Locust has sensor lock. So sensor lock is going to cancel the effects of evasion, which is pretty huge, because, you know, dodging 50% of enemy fire is not what we want. So we're going to sprint this person. I think we can sprint. Yeah. So we're going to sprint. We're going to get eyesight on their low tonnage mech over here. I would also like to be in the forest.
Copy that, Commander.
These little mechs can move so far. And now we can actually see them. Well, we can see some of them. There we go. So we sprinted, which means we have evasion, and we also have cover. Now, they may try and target us, but we can dodge a lot of shots. But the more important thing is that we at least see them now. I guess they see us, though, too. But look at that. We dodged almost all that, and then we took just a little bit of damage from one of those missiles. Because the one that got through our dodge, it was guarded by the forest. So now... which one of these things have LRMs? Do we have LRMs? Okay, we have LRM launcher on this one. Oh, we can't even fire with them yet. Medium laser, short-range missiles, large laser, or melee attack. Let's see. I guess we could fire from right here, but I would like to get at least in a guarded position and try to cancel line of sight on as many mechs as we can. So those red lines are showing that I have line of sight on them from here, and they have line of sight on me. I guess we're just going to have to deal with that. So we're going to torso turn over here. And then we're going to go to the attack action. Let's target this trebuchet. It's showing that I'm going to be hitting it in its front armor. This would be the side armor if we chose to target the Shadowhawk. A good thing to know, enemies take or have very low armor in the back, so if you can get behind people and just unload, you can kind of destroy them pretty quickly. Thanks for the follow. But for right now, let's just target this trebuchet. And now we get to choose what weapons which are in range we want to fire with. And right now we are only in range with the LG laser. You can hover over it to see what exactly is being modified here. Height is a thing, so if we were higher than them, we would gain a bonus to our attack. Right now we're currently at 80%, but if we had more options, we could uncheck them right here. And that is important to do because over here on the left side, this is your heat gauge. And if you fire... usually if you fire all your weapons multiple rounds in a row, your heat's going to build up to the point where you will start taking damage on yourself, or you can actually shut your own mech down, and it can be very bad. But for right now, we're only in range with the LG laser, which will do 40 damage, 80% chance. But they do have evasion, so this could be dodged. It was dodged. Also, I forgot to show out, Sumo has precision strike, so when shooting only one weapon, they ignore cover and guarded. Which cover is granted by forests, and guarded is a passive that some pilots have, which grants them 50% damage resistance as long as they do not move. And Precision Strike will cancel those effects. Thanks for the follow. You saw there they evaded because, again, they sprinted this turn. Taking a little damage. Taking a little damage. If you fire in the water, it does cool down your mech. Being in the water will cool down your mech a lot. The downside of that, though, is, of course, in the water there is no cover, like it does in the trees. But if you plan on just shooting a whole bunch of weapons, and you think you'll be safe, you can go into the water, and you can fire all your weapons, and your mech will cool down faster. So it's not something you really have to worry about as much. So now you have a choice of either Kraken, who has an LRM, PPC, which you saw in that cinematic. And she looks like she's more of a close-range fighter with some long-range abilities. Let's go with Kraken, or Kraken. Let's stay in cover. And move up. Now let's see. So this one is no longer evading because it did not sprint. It does have cover, but I think we're going to target this guy because he can't evade, really. We're going to target him with the LRM, which is a long-range missile, and our PPC. And you're going to see over here, that's how much heat we're going to be generating from this attack. You see if I take off the PPC, that's how much heat we will generate. Not a great chance to hit, but we're still going to take it.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Missed the PPC, that's unfortunate. Does some damage to the missiles, but I really wanted to hit the PPC. That kind of hurts.
Internal damage, Commander.
So they already chewed through that mech's, I think it was, what, their right arm armor?
I hear ya.
And now, are we close enough to jump? We're not. We're not. I kind of want these mechs to get really close, and then I want to jump on them. And do that, you know, death move. Death from above. We could also just go down. We'll just move right here. We're not in cover, but they haven't really been targeting back here. I think they want to take out my smaller mech first, so I feel pretty comfortable about doing this. Let's focus on the Shadow Hawk. We're just going to uncheck these SRMs. And we'll go with these shots that have a decent chance of hitting. Minimal damage. Why not just drop a nuke? We don't have access to that. Alright, so now that we took so many missile hits that we were unsteady, so now we cannot sprint with that commando.
Yeah.
You see that it is no longer an option. We would have to brace, get rid of that unsteady ability, and then sprint. So this is bad for this commando. They are being heavily targeted. We want to try and break line of sight and get them out of danger. And it looks like... that's not going to break line of sight. This could break line of sight until they move up on us. Or we just kind of stay here and fight them. Thinking. We'll put back a little bit. I want to hit them with this large laser. Actually, we're just going to fire everything, because this thing may not even be alive for that much longer.
Okay, I'm on it.
Hit them with the lasers on the right side. So we can see that they are now at half armor on the right arm. Alright, Mockingbird. Our Locust. What does she have again? SRMs? At least right here, only one mech currently sees us. And we should be in range for those short-range missiles. Yeah, we'll go for it. Why not? We will fire with everything.
Acknowledge.
Minimal damage. Welcome, Crazy. Welcome, Villain. Pirate. Laxus. Captain Picard. What up? You heard that chicks dig giant robots. I've heard the same, Captain
They're
Picard.
hitting my index.
Let's see. So the commando's taking more internal damage, which is unfortunate,
Ready for
but
orders.
it's whatever.
Good to go.
I don't know if they're going to be approaching any closer. So we may just have to move down to them to show that move off. So we're going to move down here.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
And we're just going to continue focusing fire. This isn't going to generate that much heat, so you know what? Let's just go for it.
This should be good.
Nice! The autocannon hit. Got a head hit, pilot injured. As if you get like 4 injuries or 5, I think the pilot dies. Oh, they're gonna melee attack. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, I think they blew off our arm. They did. Left torso and left arm destroyed on that locust in 1 melee attack.
Receiving you.
But they got really close. So what we can do now... Oh man, but that's so... This is not the mech to do it. But you would like to get in their back armor and just start murdering them. The problem is, his weaponry is kind of a further range stuff. I mean, we can still try, though. Nah. I don't like it. I don't like it. What's our attack chance for these guys? 40%? 35%? Really? Oh, 80%. There we go. Let's see if we can blast this locust. We got a headshot with the PPC. So we went through its outer armor, internal armor, and blew the head up. Killed the pilot. 1-shot kill. The head is very lightly armored. As you saw there, it took 1 single shot. Especially on small mechs, it's almost no armor at all.
Good.
And so we just knocked that dude's head right off. Alright, so now we're knocked down. When you're knocked down, an enemy can target individual pieces of your mech, like your head, and kill you in 1 shot. It's very bad to be on the ground. So we're going to go to Sumo. We're going to have him stand up. That will recover our unsteadiness, so now we can actually sprint. So we're going to sprint the hell out of here. Actually, we're not going to sprint that way because our back is to the... Actually, that may be okay. Because they're already in our structure in the front, you can see here, but in the back, it's low armor, but at least it is some armor. So that's another thing you got to think about. Like, what part of your mech still has external armor? Try and make sure that that part is facing the enemy. So you know what? We are going to sprint. We're going to leave our back to the enemy. We're not going to fire, but that's okay. You don't have to fire every round. And there we go. We got evasive, and we're being covered by the trees. That's fine.
Systems holding.
Minimal damage.
I'm here.
Man, she took a lot of damage. We also can't sprint because she's almost unsteady. Oh boy. So we're just gonna have to move. And again, we're not gonna attack, but that's okay.
Order acknowledged.
She's still very important because of the sensor lock ability. If one of these mechs decides to sprint for their turn, we can lock them down with the sensor lock and take away their evasiveness. So I want to keep her alive. But she's not going to be able to fire. We can also just sensor lock. I guess we can. We'll sensor lock you. Actually, no, because you can't even run. Who can run? One of these can. We'll sensor lock you. So if they do sprint, they won't get their evasiveness now. At least not until our next turn of Mockingbird. This is gonna hurt. Alright, so now they are in the structure in the rear. That's okay. Because we're about to do the same thing to them.
Waiting for orders.
We are going to move Shadow Boat here. Actually, can we do the jump? Death from above. Execute a death from above attack using your mech warrior's piloting skill to hit. Removes guarded from the target and deals massive damage and instability if successful. Causes severe damage to the attacker's legs and incurs unsteady. But because we have this, we will not be unsteady, and we take less damage for doing it. Plus, it's pretty damn cool.
Got it.
We're just like, blah! How much damage did we do? Oh shit, we knocked it down. Oh man, that's gonna suck for it. Wait, can I still fire? No, okay. So now I'm going to try and back up the Griffin mech and shoot them in their face. Now that we knocked them down. And if we're lucky, we can get another PPC shot on their head.
Ready for orders.
And murder them. And see, now since they're knocked down, I'm going to call out their head as the target. We are facing their head, so hopefully we hit.
Confirmed. Firing.
We missed! Damn you, Griffin! It's because those weapons are like longer range weapons. I was hoping we get lucky, though. But we can still move in one of our other units and try and shoot it in the face.
Reporting. Structural damage.
Alright, so who has the most damage here? Large laser will probably have a lesser chance to hit close range.
Reading you.
One of her SRMs are gone. We could just melee them. Can I melee target? I don't know. Yeah, welcome everybody. Fire everything. Decent chance to hit. Ah, we didn't get their head! Damn it.
Yes, Commander. Location confirmed.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it, we're just hitting their torso. Although we did get a head hit. We injured the pilot. But we didn't cut their head right off. Oh no! Well, commando's down. We probably still want to focus on the Shadowhawk. We'll go with the Kraken. He needs a long range, so let's just reverse. Oh, we can't reverse from here. Let's do this. And unfortunately, it's its left side that's taking the most damage. Its right side is still pretty much okay. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Also, I'm not going to fire LRMs because you can see we're getting an overheat warning here.
Confirmed.
So yeah, we took structural damage because we're overheating.
Can't take much more.
Can't take many more of those.
Woo.
Waiting for orders.
So now, what I'm going to do, we're going to be ballsy. We're going to jump, not at depth from above, but we are going to jump to its rear armor.
Engaging jump jet. We got bad guys.
And then we're going to shoot the back, which has already been damaged pretty heavily because we're already in the structure. We're going to fire with, actually, no, we'll fire with everything. Since we're in the water, you can see we have reduced heat, so why not? Let's hope we get lucky. We did do some decent damage, but it is still up. hell is that locust doing?
I'm here.
Okay, so let's see. Her center torso is torn up. Her left side is torn up. So we need her right side and preferably back to be facing the enemy. Oh boy. Let's just move out of sight for right now.
Move order received.
I don't know. We'll sensor lock. I don't think any of these are going to be sprinting, but we might as well use it. Ooh, legs took a bit. Well, actually that makes sense because we were doing death from above.
Good to go.
We need to stay on them though. Can we jump behind again? Shit. I really want to take out that thing's rear armor. I mean, we could do another jump attack. But that may take out our own legs at this point. Even with our Angel of Death. We could just melee. Its left side is pretty torn up. We could get maybe a torso blown off. Let's give it a shot. Because you can see we're already in the internals. This is going to do 85 damage, so we should get the arm. Actually, we should get both. We should get the torso and the arm. Do they have any weapons there? In their left torso, that's where their assault cannon is. Or auto cannon, I think they're called. Okay, let's try it.
Right, Commander.
Did we just hit the leg? We hit the leg! Oh, we hit the leg! Oh my god. That's bad. I mean, it's fine, I guess, but I was going for...
I'm here.
Let's get some height and some distance from that trebuchet.
Engaging jump jets.
That does generate heat, unfortunately. So this is probably going to overheat us. But we really need to focus this bastard down. So yeah, you see we're going to get a shutdown if we fire that PPC. But you know what? Screw it. Sometimes you just got to say screw it.
Confirmed.
Come on! Did we hit the leg again?
Shut down.
Well, we knocked it down. Cool. So this is really bad because we're literally taking off like all of its outside armor. You really want to focus on just one specific body part until you get to their core. But we are just hitting everywhere.
That got through my armor, Commander.
Yeah, I bet it did.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so we're going to sit back here and we're going to brace. Get rid of that unsteady so the next turn we can sprint her around. Ooh-ah! Thank you for the Wogmuts. I did a quick sum up and it turns out I watched over 1,000 hours of videos in the last 6 months. Oh my goodness. Workflow's better with them so I get more money. So I owe you some. Thank you. That's very generous of you. Gumuts, thank you for the bits. Glad I can help your workout. Because we all know work can be really boring. We've all had those jobs. Let's see. What happened to me? I got knocked down? Oh my god.
Commander?
Luckily enough, it's our turn. And
ready for more.
the cool thing about jump jets too is that you get to decide which way you face. So most of the time, like if you run like out to here, you can only torso turn so much, but with jump jets you can come down any direction, so that's another benefit of them. So we're going to try this again. Jump jet behind. And we're just going to shoot you in the back. We're not going to overheat from this, so we're even going to let these low chance to go through and please core this guy.
Firing everything I've got. That's a
Pilot kill. But it wasn't because we destroyed the mech, it's because we just did enough injuries to the pilot. So we didn't even do what I wanted to do, but it still died, so it's fine. We injured the pilot enough so that they died. The thing is finally dead.
I'm under heavy fire.
Alright, so for Kraken... Oh man, Kraken was knocked down too. Shit.
Oh, Commander. I'm hit. Standing by.
So we have to restart him, which takes our full action, but I don't think we can stand up either. Because we have to restart. Or maybe we automatically stand up? Oh, cool. Neat.
I'm up. Let's go.
That's good to know. The heat scale in this game is pretty brutal. Yes, it can be. That's why it's like a risk and reward system to fight in the water, because you don't take as much heat from your actions, but you're in the middle of nowhere. You have no cover at all, so you take like full damage if you get hit.
Reading you.
Okay, so now we can sprint with her again, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and get this Trebuchet's aggro and force them to attack an evading target. But I would also like to be in the trees as well, in case some do get through. And we want her right side to be seen, right? Yeah. So actually this is fine. So we're going to sprint. We're going to be like, hey, look at me, look at me.
Affirmative.
Look at this easy target. Please don't actually hit me. Oh, the trebuchet is ignoring her. Okay. Well, since we're over here,
Good to go.
I kind of want to jump and do a death from above on the small mechs, because if you're a larger mech hitting a smaller mech with death from above, at least in the tabletop, you can like instantly kill them. But we could also just destroy what remains of our legs, and that would be really bad. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to go into this thing's rear armor.
Oh no! My mech is limping!
Yeah, I know it is. You're fine. This time, we are not going to fire the very low chance weapons. We do not want to overheat, and then we fire. And there we go. We actually managed to focus most of our damage on their center rear armor and went right through and destroyed them. Which is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, and so for you... Let's bring you closer to our shadow cat here. Or shadow boat, whatever. We're going to jump jet over here into the forest. Get some cover. And PPC this dude. Look how much heat that's going to generate this turn. Please hit! We hit!
I'm generating a lot of heat.
I'm here.
Again, this thing's been pretty much ignoring the locust. But like, if we don't sprint, then one salvo from this thing could probably finish her off. So we're gonna still try and just get this thing's attention. Let's move like over here.
Order acknowledged.
Wait, did I not sprint? Oh, did I do the sprint action? Oh shit! Okay, that's bad. Whoops. I messed up, friends. Okay, sensor lock. I guess. Oh shit. Now it may definitely target her. Yep. Wear it! Wear it! You're fine. You're fine. It was the right side.
Structure damage.
You're alright. You're alright.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, shadow boats. Let's move you up. Cannot move that far. Can you jump jet further? Yeah. Because that doesn't really worry about your legs. So let's go... Let's shoot them on their right side. Since we're in the water... Ooh, but still probably overheats. I don't want to take any more internal structural damage, so I'm not going to fire everything. Though I will... instead, take off the medium laser and fire the AC.
Got it.
We missed the AC. Well, we're getting through. We're getting through. If we keep focusing on their right side, we can do this.
Orders.
Although you need a very long range. So let's jump you. Well, you're not going to be in cover. But, at the same time, their front armor is looking pretty good. It's their rear armor that's not great.
Here we go.
So let's jump back. Jump jets are amazing. For these specific reasons. Oh, and we can only indirect fire right now. Oh, shit, because this little... you see this little rock outcropping? Damn it. Well, you know what? It's not even worth it then. Shit. We're not going to attack. We're just going to brace, I guess. I don't know.
Watch those heat levels.
I didn't think about that.
Reading you.
Alright, well. Let's sprint over here.
Double time. Let's go.
Guess I should have just jumped in the water. There we go. Now we got evasive. Well, it's... I don't know if evasive protects against melee. Okay. Whew. We dodged a lot. That's exactly what we want. You're fine. You're fine. Shh. You're fine.
I'm here.
Okay. We're just gonna get in the water here. And it looks like... ooh. I can't torso turn enough. We can just jump that, though. Can't get into their right side armor, it looks like. That's fine. Oh, that's gonna shut us down. Oh, shit. Never mind. What am I doing? I think we... yeah, I think this is fine.
Position confirmed.
It looks like we have direct line of sight. So there we go. So we will not shut down because we're in the water, so let's take the shot.
Engaging with target.
Okay.
Commander? Got it.
And we're just gonna keep sprinting with the with Mockingbird here and hope that they continue targeting her and she can dodge it all. Oh, you know what? I meant to look what Inspire does. I don't know what it does, but you get it sometimes when this, I think when this bar fills up. Increasing their combat prowess for this activation. You know, let's do it. Let's Inspire Showboat.
We can do this!
We can do it! Yeah, let's do it! I'm assuming that increases your chance to hit. Let's see. Doesn't say Inspire, but... whatever. You have high chances of hitting, let's go. We got the right arm, so they now are down 2 medium lasers. That's really good. And then Mockingbird is going to sprint back over here. And we want her back to be at the enemy, because she still has full armor in the rear. So just because the mech is small, it can still do some work. Alright, so now it actually has guarded. So it's going to reduce damage by 50%. The only person who could get past that was Sumo, and he's...
Commander?
well, he's no longer with us.
Good to go.
Huh.
Ready for orders.
That's fine. I mean, we have no other choice than to attack them. It's just not going to do that much damage.
Roger.
We'll just stay in the water so we can unload everything. We will fire everything. So you can see it took like 19 damage from a PPC shot that's supposed to do 50 because of its guarded. It's unfortunate, but
Commander,
damage is damage.
moving to position.
I think we got this. It was looking a little iffy earlier. Let's just fire everything.
All weapons are go.
You see we're getting internal? Ah, so close.
Critical hit.
3 more damage and its left torso's gone. And the thing is, what's really cool is if you take out the left torso's internal structure and blow it off, you don't even have to worry about chewing through the center outer armor. As long as you continually fire on the right side, that's kind of just open, so you immediately get into the internal part of their mech if you go through the blown off sides. So if you keep focusing on the right side, we don't even have to worry about chewing through 93 outer armor, which is a ton. So that's why I'm trying to focus our attacks on the right side every time.
Reading you.
Because it will get them destroyed quicker. So let's sprint her, be like, hey, you can't shoot me, you can't shoot me. Let's go over here.
All right, let's move.
So it's really cool, like this kind of feels like the old BattleTech tabletop game. There's some differences. I mean, this is a video game after all, but it still kind of feels like it. And I played that a lot when I was a kid. Miss, miss, miss. Alright, she's still alive.
Reporting
This is
internal
bad
damage.
if she gets hit again like that, but she's still alive.
Standing by.
And you can see that it's trying to get its front armor to face us, so we're forced to kind of move if we want to keep shooting them in the right side. I don't want to chew through that front armor. We want to continually focus on that right side.
Copy.
So I'm not going to get the benefit of shooting in the water, which kind of sucks. But hopefully we get that torso and into the internals. We're going to not fire with the LRM because now I got to worry about my heat gauge again since we're on the water. Let's hope this goes through the torso.
Firing.
It did! And so now we should have internal... Oh, no, we don't. Wait, what? Huh. Okay, I was wrong. I guess this doesn't follow the tabletop. We will have to shoot through its center armor. Oh, well that kind of
Waiting for
sucks.
orders.
I thought it didn't do that in this game. Well, shit. Like, that was the whole cool part about the tabletop game. You blow up a torso, then you go straight for the internal on the center torso. Interesting that it forces us to hit the outer armor. Well, I guess that's okay, I guess. Grumble, grumble.
Roger that.
There's at least still a benefit from focusing on one side, because if you shoot from the front, you can hit any of its parts, but if you focus from the right side, you can only be hitting either its leg or now its center torso. So, I mean, there's still, I guess, a reason to focus on one side specifically. But this is going to take a little bit longer to kill, unfortunately. Let's just keep sprinting. Although now, like, this could be deadly. But we'll give it a shot. Also, if it tries to shoot the locust, it's going to have to put its rear armor towards our these two's front side, which could be really bad for it. So we'll see what it does. Ah! You missed! Alright.
Commander?
Let's move up, and now you can see that we are in its rear armor. How strong is its rear armor? Kind of strong. Am I going to play Shadow of War? Yes, of course. I'm going to play that probably a few times. So now you can see we're going to be targeting its rear armor. Yeah, let's just go.
Got it.
No, don't miss! We got into structure. That's good.
Commander.
And now we're going to shoot a PPC right through its backside. 85% chance to hit. Okay. Oh, we're just gonna have to take it. Actually, what? Can we fire this too? Ah, that kind of gets dangerous. Let's hold off.
Firing. Reporting. Critical hit.
Yes, Commander.
And now we sprint this sucker way over here. There we go. Are they actually going to chase it? Holy shit. Oh, no, they're not. That's fine. Now we're going to start targeting its right side again.
Took a heavy hit there.
Start with Griffin.
Confirmed.
And go. There it is. We are in the internals. 42 left on the internal.
Good to go.
And then we get Showboat. Actually, we can probably just melee this dude. 85 damage? That should do it unless we hit the leg. Nah. We'll fire everything.
Coordinates received.
Our heat isn't that high, so we can afford to fire everything. How's the AI for this? In my test games, the AI really likes melee combat. Melee can be very powerful. The problem is melee can really put you at a disadvantage depending on how far you put your mech up. If you run your mech up into the middle of an enemy lance, they can then just kind of all jump behind you, and they can just chew through your rear armor. And the AI has a tendency to do that. If it sees that it can do a lot of damage, like especially a light mech, you can easily kind of trap it, it seems like. They're really all about getting in your face. I know, screw it. We'll fire everything. We're not going to overheat.
Commencing alpha strike.
And there we go. Center torso's gone. And we won. So we have a breakdown screen. I mean, I don't know. I don't really care about this. I just care that we won.